So I know you want to know about how to break boundaries, how to go to another country and act like a ninja and open a company and run a company and do new things, break boundaries, break borders, and break the status quo and all that. You are at the right place. That's what I want you to know. All right, so just stay tuned and be with me as I take you through my journey setting up Close Lounge in Canada. Thank you. Please follow the channel, subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification button so you can follow me on this journey of setting up a company, how difficult and how easy it is, and the fun, the engagements, the festivals, the parties, the launch, the online, the offline, and everything you get to enjoy. So, like I will always encourage anyone, it's not every dream that will be realized. That's the fucking thing. So it's not every dream that will be realized, and you just have to accept it. So there's a point you get to in life with your dream, with your visions, your ambition, and you just realize that this one is not going to work. So you just have to give it up, right? You don't also need to walk completely away from it. You can find a dream around that dream that will work. For instance, I've managed musicians. I've also managed a fantastic photographer. I've also run a magazine on architecture and sustainable development. And around these things, we realize that there is one message that is being sent across all these endeavors, which is writing, which is publishing, right, which is media. So if one arm of your interest doesn't work for you, doesn't mean that every other arm that you can try them, right? But pray for wisdom and associate yourself with the right people, because there's nothing as valuable as people. For anything you want to do in life, have people around you, people that understand what you're talking about and are ready to dive into them with you. So we're moving into 2021 with some fantastic works, some beautiful novel, collection of short stories, collection of poems, all by award-winning fantastic authors from around Africa, based in Canada, United States, South Africa. An example is The Strangers of Braamfontein by Onyeka, which we are going to release before summer 2021. Another one is Romeo Oriogun's collection of fantastic poems titled Nomad, which we are going to spread around Africa. I'm really, really excited about it. Everything about these works, I'm very excited. We're going to relaunch Waterman by Echezona Chukwunduka and Uche Chukwu Peter Mezurike's collection of poems. Collection of short stories, wonderful short stories. We're going to release by summer. So 2021 is already fantastic, and the beautiful thing is, I and my partner Chide Aluka did not sleep in 2020, even when the wind was blowing left, right, center, like nothing was going to work. We put down everything. We actually put down every single plan, because no human in his right humanness or senses will still move on with projects when the world is on standstill, when everything was completely shut down. So you can't be moving. Where are you moving to? Who's going to move you? All right. So like these things really like framed how we responded to things that were happening. But the fantastic thing was, whenever I lost hope, Jide would be the one to call me to say, "Don't lose hope. We can do something." Right. So he literally started working on a self-publishing project that we are going to release very soon. Fantastic project. Like he totally shunned the pandemic and started working on this self-publishing project. Very fantastic work. At some point, he also lost hope, and I had to call him and give him hope and that, and that was how we just kept moving, iron sharpening iron, and things moving, like because of two people having faith in themselves and what the plan actually is and sticking to the plan. All right. So there's some nights too. We were quite religious, so some nights we prayed. We prayed together on through WhatsApp, through other means, Zoom and everything. So he has been a wonderful partner, and especially during this pandemic, and 2020 has been it. And starting a company in Canada, also coming from Africa, is also another hard work. Getting people to tag along to your dreams and visions. So this is the first video, and in subsequent videos and more videos to come, I'll take you from step to step, how it looks like to set up a publishing company in Canada, how and what you need to do. I had a meeting a couple of days ago with an executive of a metadata company in Canada, and when I told my story, and she was like, you did this much within 6 months, from June to December, you did this much, that you've done so much, right? Like, and then my response was like, when I started, I did not know there was a procedure. All right. I did not know that there was a procedure at all. I just came and just started basketballs, just the way we do it in Nigeria. Like I did not care. All right. So it was at the point that I hadn't really done much, but I did not realize that I had done much, that a group of people, well-respected people, beautiful people in the country, in Canada, had to draw my attention to some associations to join, and on getting there, I found out that there are really procedures to publish for publishers in Canada. So I started updating myself, and which helped me, guided me well in where it is now. So having to gain the trust of my partners in Nigeria, Girls Lounge, gaining their trust and bringing over the imprint, the brand to Canada and setting it up alone has been a great achievement for me this year. And 2021 will be fantastic. So that's why I'm starting this YouTube channel. All right. So you get to know what it takes to set up in a new land, what it takes to damn every other thing, every other person, whatever they do when they move to a new country. There's always the temptation of basketballs, doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, 5 jobs. I work, I do other jobs, one other job. And because I see Girls Lounge as the first or second job, 2 jobs. So I see Girls Lounge as the second job. All right. So, and I do another job where I raise funds and finances to support the dream, Girls Lounge. So I have 2 jobs. All right. So one may not have made so much profit as expected, but it's the job, it's the dream, and it must stand. And it's not about what you're making, it's about being part of people's dreams, being part of realizing these works, these books, and birthing them and getting them into people's hands. They live from generation to generation, like they are there forever. All right, so that's the joy of doing what you love to do. When you're working and having fun at the same time, it doesn't look like work. All right, so that's the kind of life that I have always dreamed of, and that is the work that we're taking together. So while we were leaving Nigeria to Canada, to Manitoba, I told a few people that cared to know that what I had in mind coming while I was coming to Canada, which basically one of them was to set up a publishing imprint, like to move Creole's Lounge from Nigeria to Canada and build a synergy between African style of writing and North American style of writing. All right, so, and I also pledged to be part of the community here in Winnipeg and do my best in promoting the arts. So I started out by joining what they call the Manitoba Writers Guild, and I also tried a few other associations, right, and then started building my network before COVID hit from February and especially in March. So I came to Canada in December, and February COVID hit the world. So we started having plans of hosting book events at the McNally Robinson bookstores in Winnipeg. So everything was down. We were booked for events. So I had a couple of writers. They were supposed to come from United States. H.S. Nachukunduka was supposed to come and launch his collection of poems that was actually in production then. So we're planning to release the collection by June and then launch it at McNally Robinson Winnipeg on the 28th of July. Right, so they were like, and the second writer Onyeka Nwelwe, Professor Onyeka Nwelwe, was supposed to come from South Africa. So we were to launch his book as well. So we were all planning heavily, and before we knew it, airports around the world started shutting down and everything went down like badly. So this is what a man that we had already planned. So the event was called off completely, and everything went down to ground zero. Like my whole world came crashing down. Like, how am I supposed to do this with this pandemic and everything? It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy trying to set up in a new city, in a new country, during a new disease, a new virus, when we had a new virus. So after a whole month, I think that was April or May, of crying and sobbing and feeling helpless that I wasn't going to achieve my dreams. So what I did was boldly, all of a sudden, I just came to me like, am I here to promote art, or am I here to like live my life, like live here, like run a business here, run an imprint here, which was originally the plan before I left Nigeria. Like, yeah, I think I should do this. So what did I do? Went online, found that I could register my company, register Girls Lounge. And Girls Lounge actually is a partnership between me and Jide Aluka in Nigeria. So I had to write for consent, and we had meetings, and we agreed that not only was I going to register Girls Lounge in Canada, I was also to move the head office of Girls Lounge from Nigeria to Canada, and then sign up Canadian authors with African blend, and also a whole lot of things. I became busy all over again and forgot the pandemic. So that's how the mind works. Sometimes you feel you're down and out. All you need is just the trigger to move you from ground zero to where you're supposed to be. So I registered the company in 2 days from when I thought of it. And the papers were emailed to me, And one day I also, after a couple of weeks, I woke up and walked into the bank and registered it for a bank account, a corporate account, and I had a meeting with the bank management, and we agreed on some terms, to keep us running, So what did I do next? We had a meeting. So Girls Lounge was registered in June 2020. I had a meeting with Chesa Chukwunduka, who is the wonderful poet of the collection here. That's Eche. And we agreed to launch Waterman on Zoom, broadcast it through Facebook. I spoke to Oyindamola Alaka, who is a wonderful support system since I came to Canada, who is also a fantastic MC, and he agreed to host the event. All right, so we had it online. McNally Robinson partnered with us with Page Bookstores in Nigeria and Hypothesis Art House, run by Echesana Chukwunduka. So it was like a collaboration of people that agree to move, notwithstanding situations, notwithstanding things happening around. And do not forget that the only association that I had already known by then was the Manitoba Writers Guild. And I was also getting to know the Association of Manitoba Book Publishers, another wonderful and fantastic association that we hopefully hope to join soon enough. As soon as that happens, I'll be back here to talk about it. So the network that we built during a pandemic, a lockdown, a complete lockdown. The silence is very important for you to know what I'm talking about. It's not easy. It wasn't easy. So establishing a company in Canada ordinarily seems easier than doing in Nigeria. There's a lot of support for new ideas, a lot of support for people that dream. When you call people to talk to them about your business, you have them, they want to listen to you, right? A lot of support. And I've gotten that support during this lockdown, during this pandemic. It was as if everybody around the world, and especially in Canada and in Manitoba, decided that the virus wasn't gonna pull us down, wasn't gonna discourage us, wasn't gonna do any harm to our mentality, to how we wanted life to play out for us. All right, so we had a lot of Zoom meetings. I've had the most online meetings in my life this year. And in months to come, years to come, I promise that I will be back here to update you on what we have done, all right, and where we are heading, and you're going to move with us, and you're going to move with us in Jesus' name. All right, okay, we're going to take this walk together, all right, and I'm going to keep you entertained. We're not just going to sit down here and talk about books and what I've done and whatnot and stuff. I'm going to take you on to festivals, to events, to meetings, to a lot of exciting things. So you know that book people are not boring. We are not. Right, Book People Club too. I take you to club. All right, thank you so much for joining in today and listening to me and listening to me talk to you and tell you how far we've gone. Skrios Lounge in Canada. Thank you to McNally Robinson Bookstores in Winnipeg. Thank you to the Association of Manitoba Book Publishers. Thank you to the Manitoba Writers Guild. Thank you to Canadian, the Association of Canadian Publishers in Canada. Thank you to our Nigerian partners and my partner, co-founder, Girls Lounge, Nigeria, Jide Ofo Aluka. And the Girls Lounge family, every author, writer, editor, designer, distributor, bookstores, everybody, I love you. And stay tuned to this channel. Click the follow button. All right, click the follow button, and this is my private channel, our family channel. Click the follow button and what do they call it again? Sign up for notification or something. Okay, so just do that, and so that anytime I post or we post as a family, that you get to hear about it. All right, and then you get to watch. And I thank you so much. Do have a great day.